going fully biometric. Biometric verification, for those of you that don't know, is any means by which a person can be uniquely identified by evaluating one or more distinguishing biological traits. Unique identifiers include fingerprints, hand geometry, earlobe geometry, retina and iris patterns, voice waves, DNA, and signatures. The oldest form of biometric verification is fingerprinting. This goes back to clay seals they found in China. Now, you've seen this in various places. Banks may use the handprint or scan the iris. You may also see where you have to put a thumbprint in. Some people to get into their phones and into their vehicles. Well, this is the new way that they have chose to go. Biometric verification. Now, this will eventually be prepackaged in a small chip that many of you have been awaiting for a long time. And this is the form that it will take. The mark of the beast will come in biometric form. Now, they are reporting that this biometric market will have a worth of almost $7 billion by 2024. And it's in my opinion that by then there will be full-blown biometric, and it's like going down the highway. The camera is not just going to see your car. Instead, it's going to be a device that's going to pick up your chip and scan you. And it's going to know everything. And by then, this thing can give your heart rate, your body temperature, everything. Now, the problem is people don't like abrupt change. And people don't want to do things like this, period. They believe in freedom. They don't believe in being marked, tagged, and tracked. Well, until we step up and change the way things are, that's how things are. And this is how the powers that be plan on tagging the sheep, so to speak. Now, I'll leave you guys with this interesting article. They're speaking of now finally, after years and years of fighting, the banks, Visa and so forth, are now willing to come to terms with retailers. They have been fighting, been in court for years. They have been abusing their privileges, putting these high interest rates and tags on these companies when they so choose to use these credit cards. So now, of all people, James Dimon, he is the CEO of where? J.P. Morgan. He thinks it sounds wonderful. Obviously, he does. Because what they've done, if they have used a simultaneous attack here in different places by different people and tried to make it look like they had nothing to do with it, when all along they are the ones pulling off these attacks. You can bet your bottom dollar. This data breach at Target, Neiman Marcus, and Michael stores were all done by the same people, and you know who it was. This is a false flag event of a different type. And what they are doing is scaring people away from using these credit cards now. Now, what I found amazing is when looking at this, they call this the chip and pin. And basically the whole world is using this except for the USA. Now, some of the reasons for that is because when in the USA they first set this up, they had certain contracts with these retailers that meant that they had to have these payments made a certain way. So everything was set up by law and in writing a certain way. Now, I think they're looking, now that they're coming to an agreement, to try and move past all this, and they're going to try and implement this biometric system. You don't want to trust anything online. Mobile wallets, Bitcoin, I don't care what it is. If you can't hold it in your hand and have it, it cannot be trusted. They can take your millions right out of the bank at any given time by the push of a button. Gone. And when they go fully biometric, this will be the same way. All of your data will be stored online. You can't see it, touch it, feel it, nothing. And all they have to do is erase it with the push of a button. This is the direction we are heading in, going fully biometric. I wanted to do an update on it, clear some things up, touch on a few things, and these are lengthy reads for those of you that are interested. I'll leave links as always. This has been Dabu7. Eyes open.